Good morning, America. Bill Allen here with BewareAutoRepair.com. This morning I'm going to answer a question that I received about brake fluid. Somebody wrote me and asked me, what does brake fluid do? They know they're supposed to put it in their car, but actually they weren't sure where it goes and what its purpose is. So I'm just going to break this down. I'm going to start on a brake series. I'm going to put from the beginning of brake fluid and where it goes and what it goes through, to the brake calipers, the wheel cylinders, and the rotors and pads and their importance. And we'll finish this up probably in about 4 videos just all on brakes. But this is pretty simple. If you think about it, in a car, it's a lot like a human body. It's a machine that's mobile, and we're a machine that's mobile. We require a brain, a thinking center, a reasoning center, and then we require a pump, which is our heart. If our heart stops pumping, our body shuts down. There's several different brains in a car and several different pumps, depending on which mechanism we're speaking about. Fuel, you have the ECM, and then you have the fuel pump. The ECM controls the pump. The electronic control module, i.e. brain, also controls the pump for the fuel that feeds the car. It's real simple. Anything. Transmission that turns the wheels. The transmission has what they call a valve body. The valve body, and also now today's times the ECM, the brain. The pump is the actual transmission fluid pump in the transmission. There's an oil pump for the oil. And in the brake system, it used to be a lot simpler. It used to be a slave and a master. The master being the master cylinder for the brakes, and when you stepped on it, it sent fluid down through a proportioning valve that divided the fluid to the left front, right rear, left, right front, left rear tires to brake the car evenly so it wouldn't skid. And it just went to the wheel cylinders and calipers, which were the slaves that did what the master cylinder told them to do. That's how it all breaks down. In a standard transmission, they still call it today a clutch master cylinder and a clutch slave cylinder. It does what it's told. The command comes from the master. It is obeyed by the slave. It does it. But now we've thrown a new thing into the mix. We've thrown in ABS. ABS, anti-lock braking system, is an override to the old slave and master. Now it is a computer-controlled brain for the brake system that determines when you're about to go into a dangerous skid, and at a very, very fast pace. I'm talking about 50 times a second. And you'll feel this if you ever did have an emergency in your newer car with ABS and you slammed on your brakes, you feel a da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and that's the brakes applying and letting go. What that does is that prevents the tires from hopping up on if it's water that you're in, then when the car won't go into a skid. It won't get up on top of the water and slide out of control. It lets it go so that it can stay on the road, and then locks it up at a faster rate of speed so that it still slows you down. You don't have the same braking as you would if you didn't have ABS, but it's a safer braking system because it'll prevent you from going into a slide. So I basically did this diagram behind me a few minutes ago just to go through the ABS system and the brake system. If you don't have ABS, it's simple. All you would have to do is cut out this part of it, and that's what brake system you have. So, but if you have any questions, remember you can go online at BewareAutoRepair.com. So this is the introduction to the brake system. The very next video is going to be on the ABS fluid trail. And tune in. I'll be right back with it. Thank you.